Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 7 of Let's FIFA 15. And right from the start of this episode, we are exchanging 20 of our European points into 4 African points, because that means we can unlock Masuku and get a new 5-star skiller into our ultimate team. And I also decided to exchange 5 more European points in order to get 1 more South American point and thus unlock Wellington Silva. So we get 2 new 5-star skillers unlocked that we can build a team around, and that is exactly what we're going to do from the start of this episode. So I sold out a few items on the transfer list, and in the end I ended up with 44,000 coins, and I spent 24k to build the squad around Masuku and Wellington Silva. It's a false 9 in the net. We do have an informed goalkeeper. He did have an attribute card on him when I picked him up, but still his regular stats are quite alright, and he performed pretty good in the net in my opinion. And Bocci as the first centre back and Cabasele alongside him, and that is a pretty fast, big and strong centre back combination. And then on the right back we do have Cicinho, a little bit expensive, no longer 4-star skills unfortunately, but still a very good right back, and Madlapa on the left back, mainly there to link up with Masuku. Our CDM is a center attacking mid with 4-star skills and low defensive work rate, but by using the instructions we could kind of work around that problem. And then we do have Ilsinho and Jolly, 2 more 4-star skillers in the midfield. And that was pretty much how our skill squad shaped up. We have, of course, the 5-star skillers on the wings. And then we have Dentino as the false 9, yet another 4-star skiller. So that is pretty much the team. And finally, I picked up a position modifier for a little bit over 4,000 coins just to get Canison into a center mid spot, such that he will play on the CDM spot with 8-9 chemistry. A little bit more ideal instead of playing him completely out of position. So, yeah, we jumped into the quarterfinals of the Silver Class tournament, and I got matched up against a pretty strong Serie A Silver side. There are a few players we've been playing with ourselves as well in this squad, so yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be a tough game. I did create chances from the start of the game, but my first few chances, I couldn't really find the target here. Trying out a volley with Masuku, but yeah, the Silva shooting from that foul just isn't going to cut it. So I had to get a little bit closer to the goal, into the box, and that is exactly what Wellington Silva does here. I tried out for the chip, but it was not aimed proper enough to go in at the far post. But I would set him up one more time just before halftime. Wellington Silva completely open, breaking on through into the box, stops up eventually. A few nice skill moves to beat several defenders, and how do you miss the target from there? I don't know. And then into the second half, nothing happened, and extra time, nothing happened, and then we're into a penalty shootout all of a sudden to see who was going to get through in this game. So, yeah, I converted my 2 first chances. Dybala, however, would also get a goal to bring my opponent even. Went down the middle there to put the pressure back onto my opponent, and this time around he would miss his shot. So I was pretty much in the lead here, and I just needed to convert my chances on my shots if I wanted to go on through. And we step up with Ilsinho, and we will score to win the penalty shootout and go on through into the semi-finals. Unfortunately, though, there were no skill goals in the match, so there's no packs to open up after this. And I literally didn't hit the target in the entire game. I had the possession, I just couldn't hit the target when I had my shots. So a little bit disappointing, to be fair. But I kept on going with the squad. I jumped into yet another game, the semi-finals of the tournament this time around, and yeah, there's so many Silver BPL squads in this tournament, and this was yet another tough one to come up against. Very defensive with the 2 CDMs, and that was pretty much the picture of the game as well. My opponent played pretty defensive, and then you had 2 players up top. I think it was Ana Valencia and Bonglahor to run on, but apart from that, he just stood back, and it made it really tough to create anything. And as if the last game wasn't like difficult enough, not me hitting the target at all, this game didn't get very much better. Well, I did create chances, and eventually Dentino would get into the box, try out a shot there, but I just really struggled. And look at this bicycle kick. He performed the bicycle kick before the ball was even close to him. Like, it was just that type of game where nothing really worked out before the 87th minute, and is Wellington Silva to break on through and finally get me a goal. I played like 210 minutes of FIFA before I scored a goal with Wellington Silva there, and that made me a little bit happy. I think I did deserve to win the game, but there was not many chances in it. but we did win it, and I decided to count the skill goal as an awesome skill goal just because we were really struggling to create anything, and I thought it was a pretty nice skill goal at the point in time. So I went out and opened up 2 packs. In the first one we got 3 European players, and in the next one exactly the same thing. Keep on getting all those European players, and right now we can't really use the European points to unlock any skillers, so we'll probably see ourselves exchanging them into maybe South American points to maybe get Kelvin or Arroyo in one of the near future episodes. But apart from that, we had the final to play now of the Silver class tournament, and I went on to the squad I knew could perform with Gary Mackay, Steven, Chifty, and Shikabala, and BPL squad yet again. He got second in form, Kane on the top as well. So that was a pretty expensive Silver side, that one. And yeah, it took 40 minutes before I created anything. So yeah, it was just sort of a day where I struggled a little bit on FIFA. However, I would go into the lead here, and pretty much 2 minutes later, a bit of a weird bounce, but I took the gold because I knew if I won the final, I would be able to open up a 5 pack. So yeah, we went up 2-0, and we tried our long distance shot there, but it wouldn't go into the back of the net, and instead just a through ball. I just couldn't get onto the ball. I tried to pass it, I tackled it, tried to pass it, didn't happen. And then Kane would see my opponent getting a goal back to make it 2-1. And apart from that, I tried to sort of get back into that 2-goal lead. Here we tried our chip, but it was saved by the keeper. At the end of the game, it would end at 2-1. So yeah, we still won the game, but I'd say there's only 2 skill goals in this episode, and I hope for a little bit more. But nonetheless, we did still win the final of the Silver class tournament, which was pretty nice. We scored 1 skill goal, so it gave us a total of 6 packs to open after the match. So yeah, we went out, opened up the first pack, and we get a Dande, and we get Diaz, and an African player as well. So that was a pretty good pack, not getting any European points and getting us points towards unlocking some of the skillers in the tier we in at the moment. And then we got 3 European players in the next packs. They are just, yeah, dominating these packs. It is the majority of players, it is Europeans. But yeah, third pack we get Lamela and yet another African player. So pretty good there towards unlocking some more skillers, and we also got 1 European player in that pack. Moving into, I believe, the 4th pack, we finally got a high-rated player. It's been a while since we got one. I think Oscar was the last one, but here we picked up Benzema. I'm not too sure how much he goes for, but I think it might give us, I don't know, 10, 20, 30k in order to build a new squad for the future, which is really, really nice. Then we do get 2 more Europeans and another continent player in an Australian player, and then finally we do get 3 more Europeans, and that is pretty much all the packs and where this episode is going to end off, guys. We unlocked 1 more South American and 1 more African player in this episode, and we might play a little bit more with the squads in the next episode and then look to build a new skill squad, maybe. We'll see. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and that's all. I'll talk to you later.